right, so we'll go ahead and get this started. We are going to be looking at the Columbus Realtors Columbus area market report that just came out. So, this is for June of 2024. We're going to be looking at the housing inventory, average sell price, just a whole bunch of information surrounding the market right now in the month of June. So, I haven't read through this yet, so add in a little bit of a live reaction to this if you want to call it that much. But let's go ahead and dive into it, see what we've got. And if there's a specific county you want to know about, let me know, and we can look it up. Central Ohio Housing Report, June 2024. Housing inventory climbs along with new listings on the market. Columbus Realtors breaks down the summer housing market in the Central Ohio Housing Report for June 2024. So, starting off strong. Columbus. Apparently, in Central Ohio, the housing market has broke its own record for the month of June. New listings have increased, and according to the latest housing statistics for June 24, provided by Columbus Realtors, the median sales price hit a new all-time high. Keep in mind, this is across a bunch of counties. This is including Intel. This is including a lot of different aspects. Doesn't mean that every house is very expensive, but it does mean that some are. Homes sold for an average of $334,900, which is still well below the national average. If you looked at my video over on my Realtor channel, you will see that the national median is well over $400,000. I think it's $407,600, which is high. That's a 3.9% increase year over year. Here, let's put that into perspective a little bit. 5 years ago, the median sales price in Central Ohio was $181,500. So, quite a bit higher post-COVID inflation. So sometimes that number means a lot, and sometimes that number doesn't mean too much at all. Brief intercession here. I'm doing this on my main Facebook page for right now, but have the intent of doing these once a month over on my Realtor page. So if you haven't followed that, please go ahead and give that a follow. We'll keep you up to date on all of the latest developments in the housing market around Central Ohio. So that's not just Columbus. I say Columbus Realtors, but it's not just Columbus. In addition to Columbus, it's Licking County, I'll read the entire list. Here are all of the counties that are covered in whole or in part by Columbus Realtors. You got Champaign, Clark, Delaware, Fairfield, Fayette, Franklin, Hawking, Knox, Licking. I need to take a deep breath. Logan, Madison, Marion, Morrow, Muskingum, Perry, Pickaway, Ross, and Union. So there's quite a bit. Several counties that are covered by the Columbus Realtors Multiple Listing Service. So, if you want details on any of those counties, and if you want it broken down by communities or school district, we can do that too. Goodness gracious, there's a lot of school districts in that area. Whew. Alright, well, that's the kind of data that we have access to, which is cool. And now you have access to it because you know me. Continuing in here. Expect to have a little bit of patience. That is a huge area. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, wifey. My biggest fan, my wife, Shay. I love her so much. Sellers will need to have more patience as buyers are taking a little longer to make the big financial commitment. Again, good news. A lot of area brokerages and lenders have a variety of incentives that they are offering for those of you looking to purchase a home. Very good if you're selling, though, right at this exact second. Columbus Realtors president, Scott. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, Scott. That's the last name. Having a dedicated realtor by your side can help make the selling period a lot less stressful. It is so true. Put your stress on me. You don't need to deal with it. Fun fact, legitimate statistic that I learned today, which is a surprisingly impressive statistic, is the difference between a for sale by owner and someone who is selling with a realtor. Someone who sells with a realtor makes 12% more on their home sale. Which, 12%, okay, well, I mean, that's the difference between selling a $200,000 home for $200,000 or selling it for, hold on, math, $224,000. I think I did that math right. So that's 25 extra grand that you could be making by working with a realtor. On average, homes in the Columbus and Central Ohio Regional Multiple Listing Service take just over 3 weeks to sell. Last year, homes sold in just about 20 days, so you can expect your home to be on the market. Again, looking at market conditions, if everything is perfectly in alignment, if you are putting it at a fair market price and listing it at a fair market price, you can expect your home to be sold in approximately 21 days. That's the current running average. So very cool there. Let's see. Continuing on. Good news, buyers are getting more homes to choose from around town. So, if you are in the market for a house, there are a lot of options. The inventory is there, which is good news if you're buying. Inventory is up more than 35% year over year. Housing numbers for June show 3,905 homes on the market, an increase of more than 1,000 homes compared to June of 2023. That's a lot. That is legitimately a lot. That's a really impressive number. Additionally, inventory reflects those numbers with a 33% increase in a month's supply of inventory for June. So we are up to, that's a lot, 33%. So 1,000 more homes available in the inventory compared to June of last year. So that is impressive. Yes, and Brianna makes a wonderful point. A broker as well, by the way. So again, if you're looking for homes up in the Cleveland area, great person to look to, Brianna. Thank you for chiming in. Yes, 92% of the public buy or sell through an agent. That's the overwhelming share of the market goes through that, and it's good because you get a lot of value for working with a realtor. You get advertising, you get marketing, you get somebody who knows all the laws, you get somebody who knows the area, you get an advisor, an advocate, somebody who's in your corner 100% of the time. And, I mean, what's better than that, right? Having somebody else that can deal with the stress so you don't have to. Let's keep looking here. Several Central Ohio communities are seeing a boom in their housing market. Oh, here's a fun one. Thank you, Brianna. Appreciate that. Because I live nearby to this. Big Walnut Local School District in Delaware County, which is just north of Franklin County, experienced a 50% increase in closed sales year over year. 33 home buyers said yes to investments here in June. So 50% increase. So just compared to last year. Delaware County is interesting. I-71 goes through Delaware County. It's up near Sunbury. The Big Walnut School District is there in Sunbury. And the expectation is that Tanger Outlets is up there, but they're going to be adding a bunch of other businesses in that area of all kinds of varieties. And I think the plan is to have that area developed and some more farmland disappears within the next couple of years. So if you're looking for a place to purchase a home and have it really increase in price over the next 5-6 years, Delaware County around the Big Walnut School District in Sunbury is going to be a really, really good place to look. It's not crazy expensive just yet. Nothing compared to Licking County. Nothing compared to, well, not Licking County, but nothing compared to the Johnstown area at this exact second. So, be a good place if you're looking to settle your family with a home of your own. Grandview Heights in Franklin County also saw a 55% increase in closed sales year over year. And this spike in sales comes even as the median price of a home in Grandview Heights jumped 55% since last June. It rose to an average of $709,000, so that's a little bit steep, but let's talk a little bit about why it's that steep. So, in the realm of fastest growing cities in the United States, Columbus is the fastest. According to NBC4i, that's the local one, a new study released by the Bank of America Institute confirms this, showing Columbus is the fastest growing city in the United States. February 2024 study shows that Columbus population grew 1.1% in the second half of 2023, faster than any other city in the country. And the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission predicts that Columbus growth will continue at a rate of about 1% per year through 2050. Now, what does that mean for you? That means for you and for the city of Columbus that over the course of the next 10 to 15 years, we are going to be seeing several million people moving into the greater Columbus area. What does that mean for real estate? That means that as more people move in, there's going to be more developments, more homes, obviously more people renting apartments, but a lot of people looking to settle down in the area, which, as supply decreases with more people in the area, basic economics, demand is going to increase, and property values will continue to go up. So, and Bill, feel free to chime in here in the chat with any information you want to add. Bill Skurbetz works for Keller Mortgage, Keller Loan, I forget the name, but fantastic resource. Definitely recommend, if you have any questions in regard to that, reach out to him. Great guy. And Bill, if you want to post your info in the chat, feel free to. Happy to have you on board here. So, as the population of Columbus continues to grow, you can expect property prices to increase as well. So, keep that in mind. Let's see what else we've got here. We are having a little bit of difficulty with the live stream, which is weird because I pay for good internet, so I don't know why we're having such an issue with the connection. I guess it's just something to do with going live, but that's okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Down here we've just got basic disclosure stuff. Columbus Realtors is composed of almost 10,000 real estate professionals engaged in residential and commercial sales and leasing, property management, appraisal, consultation, real estate syndication, land development, and more. Actually, on that note, if you are looking to purchase an area for business, something that's commercial, or sell a business, I'm not into commercial real estate yet, but it's on my list, and I work with someone who is phenomenal when it comes to commercial real estate. So if that's something that you're looking for, getting a place for a business or finding a particular place to establish a business or sell a business, we can definitely help with that. So let's go ahead and we'll go over here and we're going to look at the entire MLS local market update in detail, which is probably written in size 8-point font. So I'm going to zoom in. Again, we're covering a lot of counties and a lot of ground here. It's Franklin, Delaware, Fayette, Licking, Madison, Morrow, Pickaway, and Union counties. I honestly ought to just start wrapping this. Franklin, Delaware, Fayette, Licking, Madison, Morrow, Pickaway, Union. Wow, actually, why does that work? Ugh, that worked way too well. And parts of Athens, Champaign, Clark, Clinton, Fairfield, Hocking, Knox, Logan, Marion, Muskingum, Perry, and Ross counties. It's a lot of counties. So that's the entire multiple listing service covered by Columbus Realtors. So let's take a look at some key metrics. In June of 2024, let's see what's important. About 200 less closed sales than last year. Year to date, we're still up 3.3%. Hi, Stephen. Welcome to my live stream. We're just covering the Columbus Realtors MLS and the market update for June of 2024. There we go. Bill put some wonderful information in the live stream chat, so I definitely recommend giving that a read. Feel free to reach out to him. Spot on prices going up and inventory going low for you, so if rates do come down in 2025, even more buyers will be in the market and bidding wars will be the norm. They will, so it's a good time to buy. Prices are higher, but they're going to continue to get higher. It's like the stock market, right? It's like if you remember back in 2020, 2021 when GameStop was the meme stock, but it was continually going up all the time, and I think peaked at like $360 some. If you would have bought in at $4, you would have been great. If you would have bought in at $100, you would have been great. If you would have bought in at $200, you still would have made a lot. So that's kind of the same sort of trend that we are looking at right here. When are you going to drop that track? I'll call up the recording studio right now. I'll call Paul Clark and he'll be great. Oh, Paul Clark, if any of you are in need of voiceover work at a professional level, I know a guy. Paul Clark does phenomenal work. He did the Audible version of one of my books that's currently available on Amazon, and he's working on the second one. So if you need and he does commercials, does radio work. If you need somebody to do any freelance work for voiceover stuff, for books, for whatever, great guy to contact. Reach out to me. I'll give you his contact information. So let's see what else we have going on here. Average sales price. And this is across the entire MLS. So this is including everything from Johnstown directly across the street from the Intel plant out to something on Sportsman's Club in Licking or up in Sunbury in Delaware. All over the place. So keep that in mind here. The average sales price in 2023 was $370,000, $370,552 compared to June 24, which is $384,784. So that's up 3.8%. The median sale price is also up 3.9%, up to $334,900 from $322,205. An increase. Average price per square foot is also up to $209 as opposed to $201 last year. Good news is days on market until sale has not changed terribly much. It says up 10%, but take that with a grain of salt, because as opposed to have been on the market for 20 days on average back in June of 2023, it's now 22 days in June of 2024. So the average is close enough. It's 2 days. It's still statistically noteworthy to be up 10%, but that's 2 extra days. And, not the worst thing in the world. New listings are up 5.1%. So the available inventory of homes to purchase is up. The median list price of new new listings is up $10,000, which is 3.1%, but that's up to $335 instead of $325. So a little bit more expensive there. Median list price at time of sale, not terribly far below the new listing price. We're down to $314,900 in 2023 and down to $329,900 in June of 2024. So a little bit lower, but not super statistically noteworthy based off of the median list price. Now, inventory of homes for sale is where we get interesting, and it's a massive jump. In 2023, in June, there were 2,887 homes available for sale during the month, as opposed to this year, it's over 1,000 more, and it's at 3,905. So we are at almost 4,000 available homes for sale listed on Columbus MLS, which is an increase of 35.3%, which is a lot. If you want a house in the Columbus area, you can find it and on average it'll be on the market for 22 days. Now, some will be on the market for less time than that, some will be on the market for more time than that, but regardless, almost 4,000 available homes to look at in the Columbus area. So, absolutely worth looking into. Go ahead and looking at the median sales price over the current period. The lights just flickered, so my internet might go out. Do be careful. Across the entire MLS current period, it looks like quarter one, starting the year in January of 2024, median sales price was down a little bit under $300,000 in that particular period. Now in the summer, we are up to, I think I said 335. So it is up a little bit higher. Market trend says that we should be, as we get into the fall, prices on average are probably going to go down a little bit heading into the winter. So if you're thinking about moving, if you're thinking about buying, I would recommend starting to look into the fall, going into closing a little bit after Christmas, probably January or February of 2025. If you're looking to sell, my opinion, keep in mind, I'm not giving you legal advice. I am not licensed to practice law in the state of Ohio. I do not have a law degree. Anything that I am giving you or saying is my opinion. Disclaimer, my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. I am presenting to you market data and market information, which you can take or leave at your leisure. It is only my opinion. It is only advice. Yeah. Just saying. Don't kill me. No. But yeah, that looks to be about the general trend right at this exact moment. So if you have more questions about that, go ahead and let me know. Send me a message. I'm always available to help out as much as I possibly can. Looking across the entire MLS again. This is information that we seem to have already gone over, so that's cool. So we're going to hop over and we're going to take a little bit of a look at some specific counties. If anyone has a specific county they would like me to go into, please let me know. I'm going to start out with Licking specifically because, well, I live in Licking County and it is important to me. It's home. I love it. My family lives in Licking County. My parents live up in Northeast Ohio, but me and my wife and my daughter live in Licking County. My mother-in-law lives in Licking County. It's home. So that's where we're going to start. This year, closed sales 184 as opposed to 174 back in 2023, so we're up 5.7%. In contracts down a little bit. Average sales price has gone up. We are up to 330 or up to 371.2 as opposed to 333, so that's 11.4% increase. Thank you, Intel. Speaking of Intel, do be alert for any more super loads. I think there's 3 or 4 more that are due to come through before the year is out. So do be mindful of that. I'm actually going to look up the exact date. When is the next super load coming to Intel? Because I know they schedule these things like days, months, years in advance. Oh, interesting. It departs tomorrow. Okay, so next super load to Intel's new plant in New Albany, Ohio, Johnstown, Ohio, is scheduled to depart Adams County on July 24th, 2024. So it'll be on its way tomorrow, which is also my parents' anniversary. Happy anniversary to my parents. Expected to take over a week to complete and will make stops in West Portsmouth, Lucasville, Chillicothe, Rickenbacker, Pickerington, and Pataskala. These things are crazy. They travel at an average speed of 2 or 3 miles an hour, and they never go over 10. Ugh. So be on the lookout for that within the next week, and plan your travel accordingly. Wherever you're going, don't be late to it, because you might get stuck behind 1,000,000 pounds of stuff. What do they even have in Superloads? I imagine it's probably just tech equipment, right? That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with its tech equipment, amongst other things. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue looking at Licking. Median sales price is up 6.9%, up to $322 as opposed to $301 at the same time last year. Price per square foot is up $20. Days on market till sale is down, though, which is cool. Instead of 28 days on average, it's 26 days on average. And we've got 241 new listings. Median list price of new listings, up 11.5%, $362 as opposed to $325 at the same time last year. Median list price at time of sale, $325 as opposed to $303 at this time last year. So, Johnstown area, Licking County, is expensive. You can find good deals still. And the inventory of homes for sale is way up. It's up almost 30%. There's over 330 homes available for purchase in Licking County as of June 2024. So, good stuff to look into. The time to buy is now if you want to make your home an investment and in 5 years move somewhere else. So, highly recommend that. It'd be a good time to make that investment. Hi, Emily Kurtalik. Welcome. Most other stats aren't super duper relevant at this exact second. If there's anything that anyone would particularly like to hear about county-wise, I'm probably going to go and review Delaware County real quick, and maybe Knox, if anyone is interested in any of these counties supported by the Columbus Multiple Listing Service, let me know, and I will pull up the data for each of them. Hi, Faith. Welcome. So that's Licking County. Looking at Delaware County, again, it's very small. I have to zoom in. Fewer closed sales than last year, but more under contract. Delaware County is more expensive than Licking by a decent amount. Average sales price is up to $561 for the month instead of $538 last year. That's up 4.3%. Median sales price is up to $532. In June of 23, it was under $500,000. So, again, if you're looking to make an investment in your home and build some equity and sell it in 5 years and make a really good amount off of it, this would be a good time to do it. Again, I mean, great example, median sales price. We're up $34,000 from last year in the same month. If you purchase something this year, yeah, it's going to cost a bit, but in 5 years, if we just look at the chart and the continual upswing in pricing in all of these various counties, you could reasonably expect to make a decent amount of money. The market continues to show that homes are getting more expensive. And as they get more expensive, your equity builds. As your equity builds, you can sell your house for a higher price than what you paid for it. So again, highly recommend. If you're in the market to buy, this would be a good time to do it. If you're in the market to sell, this would also be a good time to do it, time of year wise. New listings. Days on market until sale, it's about the same as last year, 25 on average as opposed to 26. So that's pretty good. New listings are up 11%, so 344 as opposed to 309. Now, here's the good news for those who are looking to buy. The median list price of new listings has only gone up 0.1%. It's only gone up $500 in Delaware County. You were up from $500,000 to $500,500. Very convenient. Median list price at time of sale, though, is up a little bit. So from $499.9, it's up to $529.2. Bidding wars are a thing. It's a great location to own some property. So keep that in mind if you're a buyer, and if you're a seller, keep that in mind as well. List it at something that is going to be competitive in the market, and let the market drive the price up. Inventory of homes for sale, up quite a bit, 27.2%. There's almost 400 homes available for sale in Delaware County. So you've got your pick, and there's going to be a lot of options in there, from more expensive to less expensive. You have options. Now let's go ahead and check out Knox real quick. I think that'll be the last county that I look at for right now. If anyone has a county they want me to pull up the information for June on, I'm happy to. Just go ahead and drop that in the chat, and we will go ahead and look it up in just a second. Wonderful. Okay. Knox County. A lot fewer sales and a lot fewer houses in contract right at this exact moment. Average sale price is up quite a bit. The southern part of Knox County, we could reasonably assume is being affected by Intel and also by stuff coming into Delaware. And we can see that very much by the inventory of homes for sale, which is up 73.8% from last year. So instead of 61 houses in the inventory in June of 23, we're up to 106. If you want to buy in Knox County, now would be a good time. So that's Mount Vernon, up towards that way. Average sale price is up 22%, about $365 instead of $297 last year. Again, a huge jump in the county, continuing to be having its prices driven up by various economic factors. So if you want to buy, now's a good time. If you want to sell, now is the good month to do it this summer, heading into the fall, but before we get to the winter. Median sales price is up to $344.4 as opposed to $277 in 2023, so that's up 24%. Again, good if you're selling. Price per square foot is up. Days on market until sale. Houses in Knox County are spending a little bit longer on the market before they are being picked up. In 23, it was an average of 16 days. This month, it was an average of 20. So it's up 25%, but we're still under the 3 weeks, which is pretty good. We do love that. Median list price of new listings is largely unchanged. Instead of $299, it's $299.9, up 0.3%. It is what it is. At time of sale, again, this is where the bidding wars kind of come into play. Last year, it was $279. This year, these things get bid up to $340 at their median list price at the time of sale. So that's up 21.8%. So again, if you are going to be selling a home in Knox County, it wouldn't be unreasonable to suggest that the market will drive it up based on economic factors if you list at an appropriate price. If you are looking to buy, anticipate giving your highest and best offer. That's going to go a long way in you securing your new home. That seems to be all of the relevant data here for now. I think I want to take a little look at let's go ahead and take a look at Johnstown Monroe local school district real quick. So a very, very niche, well, not niche, but a select part of Licking County. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay. Pay attention to this. This is interesting for all my Johnstown folks. Closed sales are down 52% in the area. Last year in June, we closed 17. This year in June, there were only 8 that closed. and only 13 in contract as opposed to 26 last year. Average sales price has gone way down 16.7%. So instead of $399, we're down to $332, which is very interesting. And the median sales price has gone down from $4,065 to $329. Now, keep in mind, a lot smaller sample size, a lot fewer houses actually sold, and we're going to get to the reason why that is. And that's going to chalk up to the median list price of a new listing. In 2023, median list price was $405, and at the time of sale, it was only down to $398. In 2024, price of a new listing $489, as opposed, which is $80,000 more expensive than last year, and the median list price at the time of sale is $322. That's a huge gap. Worth mentioning that the inventory of homes for sale as well is way up 25%. There's 45 homes available for sale in the Johnstown Monroe local school district as opposed to 36 last year. Days on market until sale is also way down 33%. Instead of last year's 21 days, this year it's 14 days. So 2 weeks. So keep that in mind if you're looking to buy or sell in the Johnstown School District area. That's some really good information to keep in mind. That'll do it for now. That's the Johnstown Monroe local school district. I'll hang around here for just a minute. If anyone has any burning real estate questions, something that they would like advice on, or a request to look up some information for a particular county or a particular school district based on this housing market update, please let me know. I'm right here. Go ahead and drop that in the chat as soon as you think of a question. If you have a question, if you don't have a question, then please, you don't need to drop it in the chat. That's simple. But regardless, let me know. I'm going to hang out here for just a minute, looking at the 50 million notifications that I received while I was on a live stream, and we will go from there. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're all loving life. I hope that God's blessing you abundantly, and that you are continuing to experience God's goodness every day of your life. Praise the Lord Jesus. It is a wonderful life. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will go from there while I look at some of these things. If anyone has any praise reports, something good going on in your life right now, go ahead and drop that in the chat. I'll be here for another, we'll say 2 minutes, and we'll wrap up at 6 o'clock. Very cool. Very good. Well, short 2 minutes. It's only 6 o'clock. I'll wait for another one. Another 1 minute, and then we'll go from there. All right. I'll take it to mean that there's no more questions, nothing about any school districts or any other surrounding counties around Columbus. But if anyone needs any help with any real estate, wants any real estate advice, wants to know something about the market, or is looking to sell their home, purchase some property, make an investment in your future, go ahead and let me know. You know where to find me. I'm probably going to be doing this maybe 1 or 2 more times on my main account here. And then after that, I will probably do these over on my Realtor account, which if you haven't followed, please do. If you live in the Columbus area, happy to help. If you live in the Cleveland area, also happy to help. My dad's a realtor as well, and he and I have been working together on a bunch of projects. So if you need anything up that way, let me know, and I will connect you with someone really trustworthy and good. There's also Brianna, who's up there, who mentioned in the chat earlier. She has a brokerage up in the area, also a great person to work with. So highly recommend both of them. But go ahead, reach out, let me know, and I will get you connected to the right person. And if you are looking for anything else when it comes to your home, be it cleaning, be it power washing, be it new windows, be it building an addition, being it handyman work or upgrading. I've got a lot of contacts and a lot of resources in that sphere. So let me know what you need as it relates to your home, and I'm happy to point you in the right direction to whoever you need. Very informative. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. I love it. But yes, also, if you are the owner or operator of any such business, anything that does stuff related to houses or homes, doing additions, cleaning, power washing, whatever, go ahead and send me your information. I'd love to put you out there to advertise you in these live videos, just to get your name out there. Happy to help, happy to have you as a resource. So let me know regardless, and I think that's going to do everything for the live stream today. So if anybody's got any questions, let me know. Happy to help, and I will see you all next time.